12-second really love him.
Zach.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm doing great. Another day in paradise, as I like to tell myself. Sitting over here sipping my red wine, relaxing. Oh, absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you, Miss Lady, for allowing me to come on here for the first time. Inspirational speaking is what I'm into, so never done poetry or actually had the opportunity to really just be vibing with my own people. I'm usually in a Toastmasters group where it's a little different, so this gives me an opportunity, as I like to call, say, just JBY and just be myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if you call it a piece or what you call it, but I'm just gonna go, and I call this "I ain't worried about no Corona." See, right now, in 2020, everybody worried about this Corona vaccine. I got a call from my brother the other day, back at home in Detroit, where I'm from, and he asked me, "Hey, what's going on? What y'all doing?" I said, "What you mean? I'm doing life the same way I've been doing life. I'm going out for my walk. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going out for my run. I'm living life. When y'all not on no lockdown, who gonna lock me down? The government can't lock me down. I'm already been given free. God has set me free long time ago. So why am I let the coronavirus in the world lock me down?" So they said, "Well, you need to be careful, man. You can't just be going out there doing what you want to." I said, "He who lives in me is greater than he who lives in the world. So if this world is beneath me, why would I allow this world to teach me how to live? I ain't worried about no corona." See, in 2010, when I was in Iraq and I was flipped over in a Humvee and I survived, all my partners walked out of that vehicle without a scar. God let me know right then and there he had a plan and a purpose for my life. See, I ain't worried about corona. Because, see, when I walked away from my wife in 2013, I wasn't the man that God called me to be, and I walked out on my family. He blessed me to be back in my family and share with my family my gift. I ain't worried about no corona. See, I ain't worried about no corona because I got a 15-year-old son that's watching me build my life. I got a wife that's watching me build my life. I got a daughter that's watching me build my life. And if I don't get the life that God is calling me to live, then that's my fault that I don't have that life. See, I ain't worried about no corona. See, man to tell you anything. Man to make you believe you can't do anything. Man to make you believe that your dream is not real. Your man to make you believe that what your dream is what you should not feel. Man to make you believe that the coronavirus will kill you. Man will make you believe that coronavirus will break your will. Man will make you believe that as long as you follow him and swallow his pill, then you get the fair deal. But see, what man has failed to tell you, that man has to follow what God say. Man has to do it God's way. See, I ain't worried about no corona because my God don't play. See, I ain't on God about Catholic, Roman, Baptist, Pentecostal. I ain't no religion about that. I'm on God about relationship. And when you have a relationship, when you build a relationship with somebody, it starts with communication. And see, with my man that I know, they don't communicate a lot. They just post up on the block. They just give you what's in their hand and tell you follow the other man. See, I follow the man that's greater than the man that lives in me, because his that lives in me is greater than who he lives in the world. See, I ain't worried about no corona, because corona gonna be going around when the world is done. I ain't worried about no corona. I'm worried about the run I'm on. I'm worried about the son that's watching me. I'm worried about the wife that's took me back after I walked away so many times and who believe in me. I ain't worried about no corona. Man don't control me. God control me. I control me. He ain't waiting on me. He waiting on me. I ain't waiting on him. When he stretched his arms out and said it was finished, it was done. It ain't about white or black to me. It's about me going after me. It's about me believing in me. It's about you believing you. Corona don't hold you down. You hold you down. I lock it down. I put it down, and I say, he who lives in me is greater than he who lives in the world. Corona live in the world. I ain't of the world. I am the world. And I'll pick the world up and drop it on his fucking head like Drake and Wayne said. I ain't worried about no coronavirus. I'm from the D. The 313, Detroit, not Dallas, no disrespect. But I'm from 7 Mile, homeboy. You got to protect your neck, like Wu-Tang said. I ain't worried about no motherfucking coronavirus. I done survived this. You can't beat me. You can't break me. I'm just going to be me, because me is who I'm supposed to be. And you got to be you. Coronavirus can't stop you from being you, boo. You got to be true. The man above is greater than the man below. So you need to know, I ain't worried about no coronavirus. My name is Ethan Smith, a.k.a. Mr. P.I.E.N. Hopefully this motivation and inspiration was something for your situation, to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. Because see, now that you got this time to be by yourself, now this time you got to be with your family, now that you got this time that corona is taken away from you, it's time to do what you called to do. Be the queen you called to be. Be the king you called to be. Because he that lives in me is the same that he that lives in you. And he that lives in us is greater than this world that we birthed into. I ain't worried about no motherfucking coronavirus. I'm out. Thank you for letting me share my time. Oh no, you good. I ain't worried about no coronavirus, man. It's P.I.E.N. It's P.I.E.N. Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N., which stands for Mr. Positive and Every Negative. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. I can drop something else. So I'm gonna share something that I share with the people. This is a little inspiration I carved out. It says AYG, which says activate your greatness. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. See, the great speaker, the orator, Les Brown said, well, you have greatness within you. But what Les Brown didn't tell me, in order for my greatness to get going, I got to activate my greatness. So what do I mean when I activate my greatness? See, when I was in high school and I was chasing all the hoes and I was trying to be the man, I was activating my greatness with my dick in my hand. See, I was talking to him about what I wanted to do. I was talking to him about I wasn't being true. I was saying I wanted to love you. I wanted to be the man. I wanted to be your best friend. I wanted to hold your hand. I was activating the greatness from low, in the middle, within. That was less than the man. I was thinking with my dick in my hand. That wasn't the greatness that God called me to. But greatness that God called me to is when I started to be true. And you have to be true to you. So when I sat down in my sister's house at 40 years old and I was sleeping in the basement on an air mattress, when I was living in my brother's house with bed bugs, I had nobody else to blame. I had to be proud of the shame that I had took myself into, but I knew that if I had the greatness within me, if I activate my greatness, then I would become true. So I began to start to speak to myself. I started to believe in myself. I started to see myself as wealth. Like, yo, everything you need is right inside of me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I just got to believe in me and bring the wealth outside of me. You want to give me life more abundantly? Yo, E, what the fuck are you doing? You finally got you to be free. So I had to activate my greatness. And I started to take small steps. And I started to go to the tutor and tell him, yo, I need help. I'm 40 years old and I can't do math. Ain't no need to be mad. I'm on the right path. I need to get his word that God is telling me to give. Because if I give this word, then more people begin to live. I ain't talking about living life for Jordans and Bentleys and clothes and bullshit. I'm talking about living life for getting your kids rich. I'm talking about building generational wealth. I'm talking about being on Beyonce and Jay-Z level. So you can share the wealth and spread the wealth. You can move stealth. You can move under the radar. It don't matter who you are because what type of car you drive. I'm talking about activating your greatness because God wakes you up every day you alive. So now that you're alive, you need to live. Fuck talking about the life that you had. Talk about the life you want to give. All I'm saying is you got to activate your greatness. You don't got to be great to get started, but you got to be starting if you want to get great. Ethan Smith, a.k.a. Mr. P.I.E.N. All extemporaneous, man. I thank y'all for letting me tune in. Thank you. Hey, man. Check me out at Mr. P.I.E.N. 77 on YouTube, Mr. P.I.E.N. on Instagram, Ethan J. Smith at Facebook, and you can also check out my website, www.mrpeen.com. We got shirts and merch coming. Show up to blow up. Got to uplift yourself, be your own boss. Inspiration calendar, inspiration, man. I'm on a million. There's 7.7 billion people in the world. Everybody might not rock with me, but knowing who I am, I get at least 6 billion of y'all to rock with me, man. So let's spread this inspiration during this time of madness going on, man. Thank you, Miss Lady. I appreciate it. Peace. Done, son.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Miss
Did
Lady. I
that.
appreciate it.
Somebody
You're
said,
welcome. Thank you for coming through. See you later.
okay,
Peace.
bars. You did have some bars in there.
I don't know
To
what the
say,
hell
go
happened.
ahead, BF and
All
Jackson.
right. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it
Somebody
up.
said he ratchet
Now,
and I like it.